Kara with a nice feed to Waters across the blue line, who sets it up for Brisebois. Over to Wu, in front shot, they score! Tristan Nielsen! What an entry, what a passing play, and Tristan Nielsen gets the first goal of the series. It is 1-0 Abbotsford.
And what a play. As they gain the zone, they turn back up, and he sees Brisebois. Wooter sees Brisebois at the middle of the top of the ice in the offensive zone. He carries it. He looks like he's about to take the shot, but he notices Jet Wu off to the side. He lays it off. And well, who's next? Nielsen standing back door to complete the tic-tac-toe. 1-0, 10:15 left in the first. Your Abbey Canucks taking a 1-0 lead.
And Mancini took down Lamoureux, and the Canucks have numbers the other way if they want it. Here's Lecker-Mackey to Baines on the right wing. 12 seconds left on his power play. Baines settles it for Di Giuseppe. Now Blais left wing. Tees up a shot, scores! Sammy says 2-1 Canucks. What a bullet! It's a power play goal, and the Canucks have their second lead in game one.
Well, the puck gets moved towards the net, but Tucson's able, with Lamoureux able to find that rebound and skate it out of the zone. He goes to make a hit up at towards his own bench and ends up tripling over him. Well, now the puck gets moved into the offensive zone quite quickly. It goes from the right side boards all the way back around to Sammy Blais. And as he starts coming down, he sees the big 6'7" Lamoureux. A perfect screen, and he blasts one high blocker. 2-1. Sammy Blais, 16-18 left in the second. Power play goal.
Trying to get away from his man. Takes his shoulder. Kara helping out Klimovich. It comes back to Danila. Abbotsford trying to make a change. Baines off the bench. His shot is blocked. What a job there by Douglas to get in the way. Roadrunners trying to change. The Canucks shoot it right back in. Here's Carlson down the wing with room. He shoots. He scores! Linus lights the lamp. What a shot, club side. And the Abbotsford Canucks team MVP in the regular season gives Abbotsford the largest lead of the game. They had him on the ropes. The Roadrunners were sucking dirty pond water. They couldn't change, and Baines puts it on a tee for Carlson, who just stepped on and says, thank you very much. It is 3-1 Abbotsford.
They do such a good job of holding them in the offensive zone. They're an exhausted unit for Tucson. Kudryavtsev's able to grab the puck on his side of the red line, make an area pass to Baines, who in turn makes another area pass all the way across to Carlson.
On the tape, Mueller not on the left side for Blais. Blais in the slot for Sasson. His shot was blocked. It comes to Mancini at the point. He'll settle it. Victor Mancini takes a peek over his shoulder, plays it off the net for Ratu. Ratu left corner, chips it on the tape of Sasson, now left point. Blais thought about shooting, but peels back. Sasson screening in front. Blais hands off to Sasson. Backdoor pass. Blais shoots and he scores! Sammy Blais has 2 power play goals in this period. And it's a 4-1 lead for the Canucks, and they will still be on the power play. Oh, the former Stanley Cup winner has brought it tonight in game one, as these fans are on their feet for a third time here in the second period.
And as Sammy Blais comes walking from the right side to the left side of the offensive zone, he throws it down to Max Sasson, who's actually trying to make a pass all the way through to Aktu Ratu, sitting on the back door in a one-timer, but it gets deflected off Villalta, and Sammy Blais able to pitchfork the backhand into the upper half of the net. Second of the game for him, and a 4-1 lead, 3:02 left in the second period.
Lannon keeps it in. Puck was rolling. Nice job there by the veteran. Pagansky tries the other side for Connaughton. And Connaughton can't get around Mancini. Sammy Blais picks it up. Blais in front. Ratu check from behind, and they score! Carlson! They're on the board in game two. The Roadrunners couldn't clear, and it comes back to bite them, and it's the Canucks money man Linus Karlsson scooping it home on the backhand off a chance in front from Ratu, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. The Canucks were down by 3 entering this period. It is now a 2-goal game, and the fans erupt, and it's Karlsson's second goal of the series, and he gets it from his office in the blue paint, and they have finally solved Jackson Stauber. The 33rd shot ends up behind him. 17:06 to go, it's a 2-goal game. And Sasson digs it free. That's how you play center right there, folks. Perfect position, and now he'll wheel it the other way with speed. Look at him go. Sasson to Baines, backdoor Nielsen shot, scores! What a 200-foot play from Max Sasson. He steals it around his net, turns on the jets between the blue lines, feeds it to Baines, who goes backdoor to Nielsen, and he buries it, his second of the series, and the Canucks draw first blood in Game 3. You cannot draw it up better than that.
Speeds all through the neutral zone. Tucson backs all the way off because of Max Sasson's speed. He's able to gain the line, he throws it to Baines, who's able to see that beautiful lane to Nielsen, who takes an extra half second to make sure he's got a good puck on his stick and puts it short side cheese high glove. 1-0, 3:45 left, first period.
Douglas steps out of the box. Hebig takes the lead feed in. Mancini ties him up. Hebig now under pressure from Waters. It's loose for Mueller. Perfectly executed double team there, and it's dumped all the way down. Roadrunners already down to a minute to work with as Mueller takes it away from Zuber, now trying to eat some clock. Has a man in front, it's Waters wide open, he scores! Oh, captain, my captain! Great patience, it's a short-handed goal for Chase Waters, and what a job by Ty Mueller to make it all happen behind the net. What a way to get your first Calder Cup playoff point for Ty Mueller as he stole it behind the goal line and set up Waters, who slides it along the ice. A huge start to the second period. Abbotsford leads by 2. Baines with a quick feed to Waters. Saucers it back to Baines, and it's played up top for Kudratsev. Traffic forming in front. Baines has it left circle. Down low, Waters to Sasson, he scores! Baines, Waters, Sasson, 3-0 Canucks. It's a power play goal, and Max has his second point in Game 3 as that was perfectly drawn up. It is all Canucks, and they're still on the power play.
And what a play by the Abbey Canucks. As soon as the second unit got out on the ice, the puck was in the defensive zone. Sasson picks it up, he tries to go by himself, it doesn't work. They all come back as a 5-man unit. Now they're able to enter together. They move it around well, and then another tic-tac-toe from the flank, goal line to Sasson in the slot, and he hammers it home low glove. 3-0, 13:40 left in the second. That maximum effort, if there's ever a race for a puck or an extra time, you got to be hard on it.
Canucks fighting for it. Here's a chance in front. Sammy Blais scores! Bullseye! Sammy Blais, series leading third goal of this series, makes it 4-0, and this place explodes.
And this all starts off the face-off. The puck stays kind of right in the middle. Karlsson's able to use his strength to grab the puck, shield it, and not just throw it back down around the boards. He looks over his shoulder and sees a wide open lane to Sammy Blais on the far point in the middle of the ice. Makes a perfect backhand pass. Sammy takes 2 steps in while he cradles it like a lacrosse player and just snipes one in. High blocker. 4-0 power play goal, 8:44 left. Game 3 looking to close it out.
Landon, if we get a look at the replay, there's a small play that Ratu makes. He took the draw with his knob, knocked it free to Karlsson, who goes backdoor to Blais, who is wide open, and he buries it to make it 4-0. And now we got a delay here. 3 minutes to go, third period. Still 4-0 for the home side. Here's Yamamoto. across the blue line. Stolen, DiGiuseppe to the empty net, scores this time! Dust yourself off, try 9 more times, and they finally hit the empty net. It is 5-0 Abbotsford.
And as soon as he could see that thing was actually going to get between the two posts instead of hitting it going out, a big smile pops onto DiGiuseppe's face as he knows he's just iced the series. 5-0. Abby leads, under 3 minutes to go.
That's DiGiuseppe's first of the playoffs.
And you can hear the crowd, everyone's getting into it, towels are waving. It's a good atmosphere in here tonight.
Getting close towards the halfway point of this first period is Carlson knocks Lajoie down from behind, and Lajoie's a little shaken. Now Carlson picks it up, throws it in front, and they score! Jet Wu, of all people, in the crease, puts it home. Carlson laid the hit and sets up Wu, who scores his first Calder Cup playoff goal. And what patience he showed going forehand, backhand, and this game is tied. 10:34 to go. What a pinch from Wu off his point, and what a setup from Carlson, who laid out Lajoie behind the net, stole it from him when he got back up, and sets up Jet Wu. And the sixth shot of the game beats Nikkei Coco, and Jet Wu, who's coming off a fantastic opening round against Tucson, able to pick up his first playoff goal. He stepped up in Game 3 against the Roadrunners, had 3 shots, it was a +3, and he's off to a good start here in round 2 as he ties it up on a great assist from Carlson. And after the Canucks allowed an early one, a minute 36 seconds in, they've been the better team. Waters shoots it around the net. Coco, who's been active playing the puck, does a good job here. Lost the puck as they jinx him, it's thrown in front, and Klimovich scores! A giveaway from Coco ends up in the back of the net, and just like that, the Canucks have their first lead of the series, and it's another Abby Canuck getting his first Calder Cup playoff goal. Klimovich in tight, goes glove side, and Coco cannot believe it. He's looking up on the rafters as he gave it away to Mueller, who sets up Klimovich, and this building has gone silent as the Canucks have 2 goals in over a minute. First it was Wu, and now it's Klimovich. And the Canucks have found their stride. 9:29 to go. And Danila Klimovich, who had a pretty good Game 3 against Tucson, can breathe a sigh of relief. He's got his first Calder Cup playoff point, and it's a goal. Brisebois, first to it, takes a hit. Firebirds get it towards the slot. DiGiuseppe, with a power move, got away from Myers and brings it ahead to center. It's an odd-man rush for the Canucks. Brisebois go to the net. DiGiuseppe to Brisebois. He scores! Who had Guillaume Brisebois and Jet Wu scoring on their bingo card early in Game 1? Brisebois with his first Calder Cup playoff goal as he drove the net, took a perfect pass from DiGiuseppe, and the Canucks have put up a 3 spot before this game is even 20 minutes old. And a lot of memorable moments tonight as Jet Wu, Danila Klimovich, and now Guillaume Brisebois have all scored their first career Calder Cup playoff goals. How about that, folks? We'll see if Phil can provide a spark on this top line. Canucks win the face-off. Hirose, his shot hit a stick, bounces in the slot. DiGiuseppe's there. Spin around shot off a skate, and they score! DiGiuseppe does provide a spark, and the Canucks are on the board. We'll see who gets credit. Ratu was in front, and it looks like it'll be DiGiuseppe's goal, as it might have hit a Firebird leg. So just what the doctor ordered, 2 minutes and 55 seconds in, and the move putting DiGiuseppe to the top line pays off early for Coach Malhotra, and it looks like DiGiuseppe has his second of the playoffs, and it is a 2-goal game, 17:05 to go. He'll try to get it out, nice hold by Smith. Smith back down low for Kara. Now Sammy Blais up the right side, feeds it to the McWard. McWard shoots it intentionally wide, bounces behind the net for Kara. He's pinned to the boards by Brouillard, makes the play anyway to Smith. Wraparound chance, he scores! Nate Smith makes it a 1-goal game, and the Canucks have come out to start the second period on fire. They have scored a couple of goals in a few minutes' time, and it is Nate Smith on the wraparound beating Coco, and Nate has his first career playoff goal. Just a great job by Kara, Smith, and Blais going to work down low, and again, A shakeup of the lines works. DiGiuseppe and Blais trade places, and those two lines have gotten on the board not even 5 minutes in. Folks, how about this? It is a one-goal game already, as this Canucks team has scored back-to-back in quick succession. In under 2 minutes, it was DiGiuseppe at 2:55 from Hirose and Ratu, and now Nate Smith just scored his first. Nielsen behind the net for Blais. Kara's in front. Trying to get it back to Nielsen is Blais. Nelson able to find the loose puck and makes a strong play to center. Jujar Kara. Saucer pass, Kudratsev across the blue line, drop pass to Blais. Cross ice, Smith, Kara in front, and he hit the crossbar. Canucks think they scored. Referees say play on, hold on here, folks. This might have went in. Canucks are celebrating. I think that hit the back bar. The officials are all looking at each other saying, I don't know. Now they'll gather and probably look at it. Jujar Kara may have just tied game 2. The Canucks are going to go to the bench to do the flyby. It came out awkwardly. That's why I think it went in, folks. They're going to look at the tablet. We'll see the replay. And I just missed the monitor. Play it again, play it again. Blais, Karen Smith. Here's Sammy Blais across the blue line. Cutting in. Blais with a move. Backhander stopped by Coco. Great solo effort by Blais as he split the D. Coco made the save as Blais gets tripped. Play goes on. Now Smith with the steal behind the net. Kara goes in front. Gets a pass and he scores! Jujar Kara! You can hear the fans all the way from his hometown in Surrey. He's got back-to-back goals. And for the first time in game number 2, the Canucks lead. And Jujar Kara's got 3 points. What a setup from Nate Smith, who also has 3. He was going hard to the net, and Smith put it on a tee. And the Canucks lead 4-3 with 6:42 to go. They have the last 4 goals of this hockey game. And that line of Blais, Smith, and Kara has been lights out good. Wow. Now Mancini has the puck. Coco's going to the bench. He might have to go back as the Canucks clear. It's an empty net. DiGiuseppe has it, takes a shot, and he scores! Phil DiGiuseppe, empty net goal. Abbotsford 3, Firebirds 1, less than a minute to go. Fans on their feet, towels in the air, and DiGiuseppe extends his point streak to 4 as Coco went to the bench when he shouldn't have. The Canucks had possession, and by the time he was at the bench, it was too late. Phil DiGiuseppe might have just turned the lights out. On defense, McWard and Brisebois start with the line of Mueller, Carlson, and DiGiuseppe up front. For the visiting Firebirds, Nike Coco gets the call. He has also 3 wins in the playoffs. He's got a 2.12 goals against, a 917 save percentage. On defense, Ottavainen starts with Olofsson, and up front, the top line of Myers, Hedman, and Melanson get the call. Officiating crew tonight, the 2 referees, Jordan Samuels Thomas and Grady Hamilton. Working the lines, Sean Oliver and Brennan Walker. Busy building tonight. Puck is down and away we go from Abbotsford. Game 3 underway. Canucks in their greens. Firebirds in their whites. Canucks get the first possession. Here's Ty Mueller playing second line center tonight. He dumps it in. Coco will play it around the glass. Carlson has it hit his right shoulder as Mueller hits the deck. Puck is worked free to Hedman, who goes cross ice to Melanson. The OT hero from last Saturday. Across the Abbotsford line. McWard with a good play defensively. Got it up the wall, but the Firebirds get it back. Ottavainen right point takes a wrist shot. And that was steered aside by Shelovs through traffic. And Carlson gathers and gets it out to center. Canucks making their first changes. Same with the Firebirds. As DiGiuseppe throws a hit on Hedman after he delivered it. Now we got a steal from Furcus in the Abbotsford zone. On the right wing, he'll swipe it behind the net. John Hayden with a reverse hit on McWard. Didn't work. Couldn't get the puck. Now Mancini has the puck. Coco's going to the bench. He might have to go back as the Canucks clear. It's an empty net. DiGiuseppe has it. Takes a shot, and he scores! Phil DiGiuseppe, empty net goal. Abbotsford 3, Firebirds 1, less than a minute to go. Fans on their feet, towels in the air, and DiGiuseppe extends his point streak to 4 as Coco went to the bench when he shouldn't have. The Canucks had possession, And by the time he was at the bench, it was too late. Phil DiGiuseppe might have just turned the lights out. Linus Karlsson peels back to his own line. Has some space. He'll take it. Karlsson, nice feed. Canucks set it up. Here's Blais on that left side. Drop pass. Kudratsev, one-timer stop. Rebound loose and they score! Max Sasson! For a second straight game in this series, the Canucks draw first blood, and they got their first power play goal of this series, and it's Max Sasson putting home the loose change. This place erupts, and Sasson gets his first of the series. Nice job by the Canucks just to get pucks towards Coco. Kudratsev let it rip from the point, and Sasson follows up and lifts it home on the backhand. Canucks will change. Firebirds keep the same players out there. Lajoie coughed it up in center. DiGiuseppe to Karlsson. He shoots. He scores! Absolute bedlam inside Abbotsford Center. The Abbey Canucks MVP, Linus Karlsson, might have just said, "Bloses." 2-0 Canucks. I can't hear myself think. Fans erupt. Karlsson fired up, takes the feed from DiGiuseppe, who continues his point streak to 5 games. And the Firebirds are on the ropes even more. 91 seconds to go. The score, Abbotsford 2, Firebirds still nothing. Coco in his net for now. If his team gets possession, he might head to the bench. Mancini with a good hold. Shoots it to the right corner for Nielsen. Now behind the net, Karlsson. Left wing feeds Sammy Blais. Blais looking to take it towards the net in front. Shot by Mueller. He scores! The Eagles had chances to clear. They couldn't do it. And Sammy Blais ends up feeding Ty Mueller in the slot. And the rookie has his first career Calder Cup playoff goal. And he just opened the scoring in game 1. It's a power play marker. A shot-beating minor glove side. And this place waves the towels. They're fired up. It is 1-0 Abbotsford. What a job by Blais and Mancini. Seconds before that, holding the line somehow. The Eagles looked like they had a great chance to clear not once but twice, but Mancini able to shoot it around the net. It comes back to Blais up the left wall. He takes it hard towards the slot, finds Mueller, and it's 1-0 Canucks with 4:35 to go as Mueller continues his fantastic playoffs. The numbers aren't eye-popping, but it's the other stuff that he is doing that not a lot of rookies can do, and the Calder Cup goes in the corner for Wise. He'll play it to the point for Rosen. Time running out. 10 seconds left. Mancini steals. He's got an empty net. Victor Mancini shoots. He scores! Good night. Game 1 will go to Abbotsford. Victor Mancini with a solo effort picks up the pass and scores his first career Calder Cup playoff goal, and this place goes insane. Victor, how do you do a big league play to say this one is over? Abbotsford 2, Colorado no score. 6 seconds to go. We're back underway for a second straight game. Artur Shilov and the Abbotsford Canucks pitch a shutout. Let's get out of here. This one's over. Another defensive gem and another shutout for Artur Shilov, his second in a row and third of these playoffs. And the Canucks are off to a great start to round 3 as John Ludwig steals the game puck, which the Canucks want to add to their ladder in the locker room where they put the game puck into a slot. John Ludwig, like Chris Pronger back in the day, takes the puck and says, "I'm out of here." And Abbotsford is not happy, but hey, you won the game. Baines wins it back in a quick shot from Mancini. Stopped by Minor. Rebound, scores! Lekkerimäki! Jonathan Lekkerimäki has his first career Calder Cup playoff goal, and Game 2 is tied. How about Archie Baines, the winger, forced to take the draw, won it clean. Mancini took the shot, and Lekkerimäki on the follow-up puts the rebound top shelf. And the Canucks first rounder gets the home team on the board. Sees pressure, chips it back down low for Blais. Up the right corner, back to Hirose. Quick snapshot, block, chance in front, they score! Carlson was in front, and now we got a big melee after the fact. Ahmet throws down an Abby Canuck in the crease. After it hit the back of the net, we'll see if there's any penalties here, but nonetheless, the Canucks have cut the deficit to 2. Waters got a piece of it. Carlson was there as well, not sure if it hit him last, but either way, it's a 2-goal game. That's exactly what the Canucks needed. As Hirose threw it on net, now Sammy Blais throws an Eagles helmet to the ice, and he's going to get another penalty. That's his third minor, and he is irate. The celebration has been delayed because there was a lot of pushing and shoving between the two teams. And Blais is not done. He's still barking at the officials. Blais got it to the point for Hirose. He was tipped in front by Waters, and it looks like it might be the captain's goal. He actually got a shot off. It wasn't a tip. So it'll be Waters from Hirose and Blais, it looks like, as the fans serenade the officials, who right now have Sammy Blais in the box. How Wyatt Ahmet got away with it, I do not know. There's a shot by Waters. It gets blocked. Eagles trying to clear. Lekkerimäki under pressure. Able to get it to Kudratsev. Now Baines left wing. Down low pass finds Carlson. Carlson left wing with 1:15 to go. Feeds a point Lekkerimäki. Over to Kudratsev. Kudratsev. Carlson scores! Linus Carlson gets his first of the series, and he wires one home on a great feed from Kudratsev. It's a power play marker. And it's 5-3 with just over a minute to go. Carlson's got points in consecutive games. And Kirill Kudratsev continues his fantastic playoff. He's now got 4 points in 8 games. So the Canucks have scored a power play goal in 3 straight. Minute 9 to go. Gonna take it deep. Protects it, brings it in front, power move. Minor looking for it. It comes to Lekkerimäki. He shoots, and it's stopped by Minor. Puck in front, and they score! Victor Mancini, the defenseman parked in front, bangs home the loose change, and Abbotsford has tied Game 3. And Victor Mancini, who's been all-world these last few games, gets a point in 3 straight, and a good decision just to stay in the slot, and he puts home the Lekkerimäki rebound. And so the Canucks 20-year-old with points in back-to-back games, and with 9:33 to go, we are even at 1-1, to the displeasure of this crowd. And give credit to that top line. They won a couple of face-offs, and the last one they got back. Mancini took it hard to the net, got stopped. The puck came right to Lekkerimäki, who was covering for Mancini. So a smart play by the youngster. Looking through center, hangs onto it, and plays in for Sasson on the right wing. Sasson takes a shot, scores! Max Sasson ties up Game 3 with 9:15 to go. Lekkerimäki will get his second point of the evening. He set him up. What a shot from Sasson, blocker side. And what do you know, Sasson has at least 3 shots in a game. And that one was a pinpoint snapshot, blocker side, and this place goes silent. Shot out quickly by Carlson with that long reach of his before McDonald can get to it. Icing's waved off so the Canucks can change. Now Blais with a steal behind the net, trying to bring it in front. He's tied up. Puck is loose. Mueller trying to jam it towards the blue paint. And the Canucks score! It's over! They've done it! Let's get out of here! Linus Carlson just called Game 3! What just happened? The puck was behind the net, and all of a sudden it's behind the goaltender, and the Abbotsford Canucks take a 2-1 series lead, and Linus Carlson looks like he has the game winner. Minute 13 to go, and Karlsson in the crease puts it in. He jumped on it. Max Sasson grabs the puck. They'll add it to their tower. And the Canucks' first lead of the game comes in overtime. They'll look to close it out in game number 4 on Friday night. For the Bruins, Blaine and St. Louis Blues beat Wagner and his Bruins in game 7. Penalty coming up here to Colorado as the Canucks score. Nate Smith in front puts Abbotsford on the board during a delayed call. Don't go anywhere, folks. 5:56 to go. And Smith pouncing on a loose puck in the blue paint makes it a 2-goal game. Nice pressure off a face-off. And Smith stayed with it after Kara took it around the net, got held, which drew a call. And with Minor down, Smith puts it home. And it is 3-1, so right on cue. The fans of the Brewhouse and all over the province, all over the world, Canucks fans are everywhere, can finally cheer. It's 3-1, and we're still 4 on. Here's Linus Karlsson, the hero in game 4, playing it in for Baines. Now Karlsson inside the right circle, shoots, scores! Linus Karlsson on the power play opens the scoring in game 5. What a setup from Baines, and Karlsson puts it top shelf, and with 2:14 to go, Abbotsford gets the all-important first one, and it's Karlsson's 6th of the playoffs. A perfectly placed shot, and this place goes silent. Minor had a clean look, there was no traffic. Eagles fans trying to cheer on their team. Jet Wu picks off a pass at center as Waters put a nice hit. And now here comes DiGiuseppe, right wing shot, scores! Phil DiGiuseppe, top shelf, glove side, and all of a sudden the Canucks lead 2-0. Minute 14 to go, and that was a beautiful wrister by DiGiuseppe inside the right circle, and the veterans got his 4th. And make sure it gets outside the blue line. Nice little one-handed pass to Baines, who leaves it for Mick Ward. Now the Canucks have an odd-man rush. Mick Ward on the wing, throws it in front, and he scores! Cole McWard squeaks it 5-hole on Trent Minor. Abbotsford 3, Colorado 0. Out of nowhere, McWard finds a loose puck and buries it between the wickets of Minor. He had his defense partner, Guillaume Brisebois, going to the net. How about that? The best magnet in front. Phillipson on goal, shot save, rebound in front, and Phil's backhander stopped by Shilovs. It ends up on the stick of Wolanin, and he'll play it up the wing to center. Mueller joined by Karlsson 2-on-2. Mueller down the left side, drop pass for Karlsson, fans on his shot. Karlsson stays with it, and he scores! Linus Karlsson able to get it right back and puts it home blocker side, and you can hear a pin drop inside Blue Arena. 34 seconds in, Karlsson didn't give up, and it paid off. It is 4-0 Abbotsford. Looked like he lost it, stayed with it, and around the body of Callie Rosen, rips it, blocker side on Minor. Now it comes back to the line for McDonald, jumps over a stick, and DiGiuseppe has an empty net, and this should do it. 5-0 Canucks. DiGiuseppe gets his 2nd of the game. Good foot speed to get around McDonald, and this place heads towards the exits. The Canucks can taste it. How about you fans back home? About the next minute and 10 seconds as Abbotsford brings it across the line. Here's Karlsson to Brisebois, fan on a shot, gets it back, and they score! How about that? Guillaume Brisebois joins the rush, takes the pass and buries it, and the Canucks get a late one.
What an odd man rush by the Abbey Canucks. They move the puck off the block as they cause the turnover in the defensive zone, they move up the ice quick. It comes to the right side, makes a beautiful pass back into the slot to Brisebois, who fans on his shot but stays with it, and he ends up actually putting it in off of the defender's butt, who falls down in the crease. Poirier slides past it, and it goes right off of the defender and into the back of the net. 1-1. 1:04 left in the first period.
The officials are talking about something. Trey Taylor took out his own goaltender, so Poirier was down and couldn't do anything. Tough right there for Taylor, as it looked like he just caught an edge and took out Poirier, and Guillaume Brisebois says thank you very much. Back to Mueller, right circle, throws it in front, and Karlsson couldn't get contact. He was hollering for it. Good chance as he just came off the bench. It is all Canucks here these last 2 minutes. The puck is in front of their bench, and now there's a 2-on-1. Karlsson with Mueller. Karlsson to Mueller. He scores! They were building. They were building. They were dominating. And now they just took their first lead in game 1. And it's Ty Mueller getting his second point of the night.
And this is all about just pure pressure, forcing turnovers, not giving Texas any time to make a play. They cause another turnover right at the blue line of the offensive zone. Karlsson gets it, makes a beautiful fake slap shot, steps around the defender, feeds it back in front to Mueller, who gets a nice one-handed redirect past the Texas goaltender Poirier to take the 2-1 lead. But this goal has been shifts in the making. Abby just taking control of this game and really putting it to Texas and finally getting...
Smith takes a feed from Kara. Over to the left point for Wolanin. He'll tee up a shot. Stopped by Poirier. He scores! Christian Wolanin! Let's get out of here! Christian Wolanin just called game 1! It looked like Poirier took it in the chest, but it didn't. It squeaked through the wickets, and he slams his stick in disgust heading to the locker room. Wolanin the hero. Puck's on net, kids, you hear that? Puck's on net. This place erupts.
You can try and find the pretty play all you want, but at this time of the year, you need pucks on net. Just like Brandon just said, as that puck gets moved around, it's been a bit of a pinball, but Wolanin gets it to the point. There's no second thought. He sees that he's got a clean, flat puck, and he's just gonna rifle this at the net. It's a bounce off the board. There's the winger that comes out to front it. And as he does, Semenov ends up going through his legs, hits the lower part of the stomach of Poirier, and just goes right through his legs. Game over. Christian Wolanin able to end this one just over 5 minutes into this first overtime period. The crowd goes wild. What an...
Sort of go to work down low. Karlsson banks it to the point for Hirose. Hirose with a wrist shot, blocked in front, and they score! Akito Hirose! Poirier was sliding the wrong way, and it trickles past the goal line, and the Canucks take advantage of a very tired Texas group. Abbotsford's on the board. They lead game 1, 1-0.
Well, you asked just before the period started, is this going to be a garbage goal, really? Well, the shot comes from the point. There's 4 players in front. It hits something, and as it gets directed back to the left side of the net, it's like the thing's moving in slow motion. Poirier, full desperation, reaching back, but can't get there before the goal line. 1-0. Akito Hirose gets the Abbotsford Canucks on the board to take a lead.
Okay. Rebound comes to Baines, left point. He'll slow things down. Karlsson providing the screen as Wolanin has it at the blue line on the right side. Wolanin right back to Baines. Mueller's in the slot. Baines to Wolanin, one-timer, scores! Christian Wolanin posted in, and Abbotsford opens the scoring. Stars were unsure if it went in, but it definitely hit the back of the cage, and Wolanin has his second goal of this series, and that was a blast inside the right circle. It's a power play marker, nice setup. Baines to Wolanin, and Christian Wolanin's usually the setup man, might have caught the Stars off guard, but that was an absolute bullet, blocker side, and Abbotsford off to a great start. They have opened the scoring in consecutive games. And those two, Baines and Wolanin, continue their fantastic series. Tied up from behind, it squirts free to Mueller. Point feed Kudratsev. Now to left wing for Baines. Walks in, Baines shoots, scores! Linus Karlsson in front, got it! 3-2 game. Karlsson's already got 2 points. Baines took the shot, Karlsson was in his office, and with 21 seconds to go, the deficit is cut to 1. Nice job by Karlsson, got a stick on it as he's being tied up, but apparently not enough. So how about this, folks? 5 goals between the two teams. 4 have been on the power play.
11:15 left in the first. Tipped into the Texas end. Caro tries to clear it. Karlsson keeps it in for the Canucks. Down in the near corner, DiGiuseppe and Petrovic battle for it. Out front, they score! Linus Karlsson again, and he's the new league leader in the Calder Cup playoffs. It's his 9th goal for Abbotsford. They tie it at 1 at 8:56 of the first period. What a pass that was from the corner right onto the tape of Karlsson. Started with a corner boards battle that was won by Abbotsford. They had 2 in deep, and the pass came screaming out to the slot area. And Karlsson buried it, and it's a 1-1 game here in game. 20 seconds left on their power play. Down to the corner, Linus Karlsson in behind the net. Petrovic stays close. Karlsson spins away from Petrovic. Angled up top for Arshdeep Bains. Center of the blue line, Kudratsev. Now right circle, Nielsen. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Down low, Karlsson dangles to the front. Backhander, save Poirier. He's bumped off position. The puck comes free. Here comes Blumel, but they're not out of harm's way. A shot, they score! And Abbotsford takes the lead on an extension of their power play. About 30 seconds earlier, a Stars clearing attempt went off the linesman's skate over there, and then the battle along the boards went for about 20 seconds. Abbotsford got possession. They reset. The Stars killed off the penalty, but on the net mouth scramble, could never get back into position, and even after Blumel came out of the box, just seconds later, the Canucks strike, and they have their first lead of Game 4. It's 2-1 with 4:27 left in the first period. Michael Caro back in behind the Texas net, far corner. Caro knocks it loose for DiGiuseppe. Up to the point, Willanen. Stick handles, finds Linus Karlsson. Right circle now, Mancini, and they score! He fooled Poirier and ties the game at 3 with 5:03 left in the second period. I think Poirier thought that was going to be a pass coming across, and Mancini shot it instead. Victor Mancini evens things up at 3-3 with 5:03 to go in the second. On just the 7th Abbotsford shot. Just their 3rd shot of the second period, and it was a sharp angle attempt there from Victor Mancini. His 3rd goal of the playoffs. Texas and Abbotsford meeting for the first time in this series. Brought into the Star zone, they score! It's Tristan Nielsen, 2nd of the game, a backhander over the glove of Poirier with 3:05 left in the second period. The Canucks have their 2nd lead. The 4th different lead change here in Game 4. And Nielsen has 2 goals. His 4th of the playoffs. Abbotsford with 4 goals on 11 shots. The circle, backhander, he scores! Danila Klimovich ends it in double overtime. His first game in the series, and he's the hero for Abbotsford as they take a 3-1 series lead into Friday's Game 5. He has not played in the Western Conference Finals, and he is an unlikely hero who lifted a backhander over Magnus Hellberg 3 minutes and 21 seconds in to double OT. Abbotsford leads the conference finals 3-1, and the Stars will now have to win out, including Friday's Game 5. We'll be back after this with our post-game show. You're listening to Texas Stars Playoff Hockey. Fans, now you can experience the AHL like never.
It around him. Hughes shoots, stopped by Shilovs. Here come the Canucks in transition. It's a speedster, Sasson. Down the left wing, drop pass for Bains. Walks in, Bains shoots, scores! There it is, Bains' first goal of the playoffs. He snipes it, glove side on Hellberg, and Game 5 is tied. A save at one end by Shilovs leads to a goal at the other, and Bains with a big fist pump. Sigh of relief as well. That was a pinpoint shot. And Kudratsev wins a battle, and the Canucks have an on-man rush. Kudratsev at the end of his shift doesn't have a place, so he dumps it in. Great hustle by Loaf to make sure it wasn't a 2-on-1. We're now back to 5-on-5. Here's Sammy Blais behind the net. Throws it towards Willanen, his shot safe. Rebound, Bains scores! Arshdeep Bains with goals in consecutive games, and the Canucks get a huge lead goal. He came out of the box and he buried it, and this place explodes. It's a 1-goal lead now for Texas.
And a great group effort by the Abbey Canucks on this play. as they hold the puck in the right corner. Sammy Blais picks it up. As he starts to go behind the net, he sees Wolanin starting to come down. You got to give a ton of credit to Wolanin on this. The pass was a little bit on the inside for him, but he's able to pop his hips, get the one-timer off. It's not as hard as he wants, but what it does do ends up going off the far pad, and Baines following it down. Now has goals in back-to-back games after it took him a while to get it.
And he also had that huge hit at the end on Loft, and here come the Canucks through center. Kudratsev, right wing feed for Smith. Kudratsev going to the net, backdoor pass to Kara, shoots, scores! Jujhar Khaira, and Game 6 is tied!
And I don't know if you noticed where that one ended up going. Low blocker. As they come in the zone, they start to, it's a little bit of a 3-on-2. It's on the left side. And Smith throws it all the way across. Just a beautiful pass all the way through the seam. Khaira not wasting a second, rips it back. Low blocker and beats Hellberg 2-2. Early in the third period.
Left point. Hirose back to Kudratsev. Bodies forming in front of the net. Kudratsev takes a shot. Tipped wide by DiGiuseppe. He'll gather it around the net though. Canucks still pouring it on. Here's Hirose, the blue line. Wrist shot, scores! Max Sasson! Absolute dominance by the Canucks in this third period. And Money Max give the Canucks their first lead of Game 6.
Unbelievable by the Canucks. Once again carrying the play in the offensive zone. Kudratsev does such a good job showing patience and gets a couple shots through, but it works its way all the way back around. DiGiuseppe up to Hirose, who walks to the middle, throws, he's not trying to score himself. He sees it. Two players of his are in front of the net. He's got them outnumbered. Just deliver the puck there. Sasson's able to make a beautiful tip. Hellberg can't make the reaction save. 3-2, 8-10 left in the third. Canucks take the lead.
3-2. How about this, folks? Arshdeep Baines backhands one towards the empty net, and he scores! Arshdeep Baines with his 9-iron lifts it over the head of Capobianco, and oh yeah, folks, can you feel it? Abbotsford 4, Texas 2. Baines with a signature game. He's got 2 goals.
Two things that Baines did there that just highlight his skill and hockey IQ. Phil DiGiuseppe's going for a change. The puck gets rimmed all the way around back to the bench side. But as it's coming, Baines sees the puck's gonna get to him. But he shoulder checks, makes sure that Phil DiGiuseppe gets off the ice first, so there's not too many men. DiGiuseppe steps off, Baines touches it right away, and he makes the best high flip backhand I've ever seen.
Defenseman. Here's Sasson trying it again. Left wing feed to Blais, right back to Sasson. He'll get it to the right corner for Waters. Leaves it for Klimovich. Canucks looking for one last setup, and here they have it at the line. Kudratsev to Blais, left circle. Stick handles. He's got a chance in the slot, and it's stopped. Rebound. Sasson scores! Max Sasson gets the first goal of the Calder Cup finals as he buries the rebound. 15:26 to go, and the visitors are off to a great start.
Sasson using his speed as he picks up the puck through the neutral zone, what he does so well, rims it all the way around. Klimovich is able to get it up top to Kudratsev. Blais makes a beautiful move, gets himself into the heart of the ice, takes a shot, goes off the blocker, and Sasson right sitting on the doorstep to bang in the first goal of the Calder Cup finals. 15:26 left. Abbotsford 1, Charlotte 0.
The hero from Game 6, Max Sasson, with goals in consecutive games. And how about the hands by Sammy Blais there, Landon? What an assist he's going to pick up.
I mean, he shows how much he can use his body, but when he's got the puck on his tape, he's got...
Now it's at the point. Pavorka lost it, and now Smith's going to be on a breakaway. Nate Smith, in all alone, shoots, scores! What a response from the Canucks, and Nate Smith buries it. And it's a 1-goal game again, 12:30 to go. He was just able to catch up to it, and he makes no mistake. And that 2-goal lead from Charlotte did not last long.
And right on cue, just we were saying, Abbotsford needs to find their legs. They cause a turnover in their own end. As he looks up, he sees Smith take off up the guts of the ice. He's on a clear-cut breakaway, and Sammy Blais able to move it up. He's chasing it all the way to the bottom hash mark, trying to catch up to it. Just touches it, flicks it high glove over Kakkonen. 3-2-12-30 left in the second.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered for Abbotsford as this crowd goes silent. Have a third period comeback as Ty Mueller brings it in. Right wing feed for Nielsen. Right circle in front for Mueller, and he scores! They've tied it! Mueller off a great feed from Nielsen. 3-3, third period with 11:46 to go.
They gain the zone in the middle of the ice. He throws it out wide off the turnover. Mueller throws it outside. Nielsen makes a nice move to his backhand, puts it right back out in front, and Mueller's able, on his forehand, to deflect it to the far side, over the pad, under the blocker of Kakkonen. And all of a sudden, just as you were asking for it, Brandon, 3-3, 11:46 left in the third.
When you make winning plays, Landon, that don't show up on the score sheet, the hockey gods will look after you, and Ty Mueller, parked in front, ties it up at 3. Sasson, here he comes down the left wing. Sasson takes it wide, knocked off his stick. Klimovich trying to help him out. It's in some skates, and Klimovich has it. Looking backdoor, takes a shot, and he scores! Let's get out of here! Danila Klimovich just called game 1! His second OT win of the playoffs! And the Canucks lead the Calder Cup Finals 1-0. What a snapshot off the post and in! And this one's over, folks.
And in typical Abbey fashion, it's all about winning the second battle. The puck gets locked in the left corner. Klimovich is in there, not giving up. He digs it out, and as he starts to go up the half wall, he realizes, I don't have any pressure on me. That's a different feeling from what we've had tonight. He cuts to the net and fires a twisted wrister off the far post on the glove side of Kakkonen. Post and in. Game over. 4-3. Canucks take game 1.
That's why you play the kid. One snap of the wrist, he can change the direction of the game. And what didn't have a lot of room, but it didn't matter. He beats Kakkonen glove side, and the Canucks escape with a 4-3 double OT win. And again, who gets another double OT game winner? Danila Klimovich, as the Canucks head off to the locker room. Nate Smith down there. Checkers have a defense in that fell, but he still made the play on his stomach. And that was Alsher. Now Blais intercepts a pass. Right wing feed for Carey. He's got a lane. He shoots, stopped by Kakkonen. Rebound, and they score! Off Sammy Blais and in, but they wave it off. It will not count. Kakkonen's on his back. Blais is arguing. We'll see if the officials talk. Either it was kick or goaltender interference, but right now, it's going to remain 1-0 as the officials do have a quick conversation.
Abbotsford does a good job of causing a turnover at the blue line. Kara comes from the neutral zone and keeps it onside. Moves in. As he takes the first shot, it's a pass off the pad. Blais follows it up. It definitely wouldn't be goaltender interference because the contact wasn't made before the puck cross, so I'm guessing they're talking about a kicking motion in. It's tough to see from up here, but regardless if this is in or not, that's how the Abbotsford players have to get moving in this game. They use their speed, the second effort causes the turnover, and they're able to force the play back in as the refs are both now into the score box area taking a look at this.
Yeah, the tablet's out. They're going to double check to see if there was a kicking motion.
But as we're waiting for the decision to be made, the reason that the Abbotsford Canucks were able to originally get out of the zone, which much like last game, they really struggled to carry the puck out with possession. They rim the puck a lot, and the way the Checkers force down the wall so well, they're so aggressive.
Here comes the verdict. Referee has seen it, and it is going to be a goal. This game is tied. How about that? Both teams have exchanged goals just past the 4-minute mark, and the crowd just realizing that Sammy Blais has just tied it, but he might be getting a penalty here after as he goes to the penalty box. but he did take it off his leg and in. It looked like on the first glance. It actually went off his stick, so it didn't hit his leg. Good hand-eye by Sammy, driving in the net. It goes off his shaft, it looks like, landing right near his blade, and that is a clear goal.
It either goes off Sammy Blais or Benning's stick. They're both locked up in front. And to be honest, the ref did a very good job here. They take a look and they make sure that it's a good goal, but Sammy Blais does finish through the goaltender. So there's your goaltender interference call.
Play, Sasson on that right boards. Hands off again to Wolanin. Carlson still screening. Baines takes the pass in the slot for Blais. Down low, Carlson, jam play, he scores! Beautiful puck movement by the Canucks, and Carlson puts it 5-hole. It's another power play goal from the Canucks, and they tie it at 2.
Carlson's team-leading 4th power play goal of the playoffs. They move the puck around beautifully. It works its way all the way back down to Carlson on the goal line, and he wastes no time making a power move, stretching Kokkinen out and being able to fire it through the 5-hole. Carlson, no points in his last 3, comes up with a massive goal in Game 2 of the Cup Finals here to tie it 2-2 with 2:22 left in the first.
He gets it back left corner. Blais cross ice to Sasson. He'll take it off the boards and look to set it up under pressure. Plays it to Baines, checkers. See a couple backs turn, nearly had it now. Blais all alone in front, Deeks, and he scores! Who else but Sammy Blais, his 5th point of the series. Backhand, forehand, shelf, and Game 3 is tied.
Abbotsford doing an unbelievable job of, once they entered the zone, the puck had bounced away from him a couple times. Baines, not giving up on the play, is able to tie up the defender. All of a sudden, Carlson's there to pick up the puck, spots Blais driving backdoor by himself, makes a beautiful backhand feed. He fakes to his backhand, or to his forehand, brings it back, roofs it on Kokkinen. 1-1, 13-17 left. Abbey power play goal.
Sticking, ends up around the boards. Baines thrown from behind. Goes down, makes a pass to Sasson. He's got Carlson in front. Sasson, Carlson scores! How about that? Archie Baines takes a hit to make the play, and Sasson goes backdoor to Carlson, and the Canucks have their first lead of Game 3.
Both goals tonight start with Baines not shying away from a battle. He ends up getting hit from behind. He's sitting on his butt. It's puck pops to his left. He makes the play from his rear to Sasson, who makes a beautiful move to his backhand, slips it through the crease to Carlson, standing on the back door for the one-timer, makes no mistake, puts it in 2-1, 16:02 left in the third, 2-1 Abbotsford.
He made the play from his wallet. Archdeep game, each squad has 23 apiece. Sasson wins the draw, Carlson to Baines. Left point for Wolanin, he'll set it up. Wolanin to Blais. Look at the pressure already by the checkers. Now Carlson, right back to Blais. Left point, Carlson once more to the point for Wolanin. Settles it down and finds Baines right circle. Baines backdoor to Carlson, he scores! It's gonna be Baines! A 3-point game for Archdeep Baines. He was looking to pass to Carlson. It hit a stick and ends up in the back of the net. And this place goes insane.
When you face a penalty kill that's as aggressive as checkers are, the way to break it is clean, crisp, hard passing. They moved it all the way around the zone. They touch all 4 corners. It ends up on Baines' stick on the glove side face-off dot. He tries to get it to Carlson, hits a stick and goes in. Baines is rewarded. 3-1. Abbotsford takes the extended lead. 18
towards Shilovs, and he'll get it to center for DiGiuseppe. He's got Lekermacki 2-on-1 at the hurry. DiGiuseppe shoots, scores! PDG 4-1 Abbotsford.
What an unbelievable rush up the ice. It starts with Shilovs shooting it up I believe that'll be his second assist of the playoffs so far. DiGiuseppe picks it up between his legs. He starts looking to Lekkerimäki, who's with him on the 2-on-1, decides, you know what? This one's all me. Throws it just under the bar, high on the blocker side. 4-1, 6:41 left in the third.
Comes to Carlson's wing. He's tied up quickly. Falls, gets back up. Still tries to win the battle. Carlson chips it to the line. It comes to Baines. Shoots to the empty net. He scores! Have a night, Archie Baines. 2 goals, 2 assists, and he just put away game number 3.
Baines has been so good. It makes it even better that he starts this playoffs, he goes 16 games with no goals. Then out of nowhere, he gets himself up to 5, just absolutely shows up in the Calder Cup finals. It started in the clinching game 6 against Texas. He's been one of the best players. That line has just been on fire. 5-1.
On the best road team in the playoffs, who are about to lose their first away from home. And now a steal by Nielsen. He's on a breakaway all of a sudden. Nielsen digs and he scores! Why not? Backhand, 5-hole. Stay on your feet, Canucks fans. Tristan Nielsen, how are you? What a move! 6-1.
Nielsen intercepts the puck, does the Crosby leg kick, backhand 5-hole, looks so calm in doing it, and undresses Kokkonen to add insult to injury. 6-1 Abbotsford.
Unassisted goal from Nielsen, his 5th of the playoffs, 2:26 to go. Make it a 5. Who's able to shoot it to center, he finds Mueller, and it's a 2-on-1. Lekkerimäki go to the net, gets a pass, and he scores! Lekkerimäki strikes first in game 4. What a breakout. What a setup from Mueller. And Lekkerimäki has his 2nd of the playoffs.
Well, we talked before the game about how the D for Abbotsford need to get involved, and it comes with making poised plays. Well, Lannon makes a beautiful pass from the glove side corner at his own end all the way up past the red line to Mueller. All of a sudden, they've broken all pressure. It's a 2-on-1. Mueller makes a beautiful pass over, and Lekkerimäki's not missing a one-timer from the face-off dot. Beautiful shot, 1-0, a minute 15 into the game.
Trying to tap it to the corner, good forecheck by the Checkers, but Carlson intercepts a pass and floats one out to center. Sasson took a high stick, it looked like, and now Baines wheels it in 1-on-1, makes a move, he shoots, and he scores! Didn't! Inside, outside, inside, back of the net! Archie Baines in a phone booth! Stop it! He stays red hot! A solo effort from the Surrey product makes it 2-0 Canucks! Get out the highlight reel!
The play starts in the defensive end with a high flip up the bench side. Sasson doesn't worry about the puck, just engages with the defenseman. And because of that, Baines is able to fly through and pick up the puck, goes forehand, backhand, back to a forehand, quickly releases it, beats the 5-hole. 2-0, 8:28 left in the second, 2-0 Abbey.
Leonard works a free Asplund shot, stopped by Sheelovs, and he took it in the chest. And Mueller gobbles a rebound and brings it the other way for Blake. He's got Lekkerimäki in front, he's in all alone, and he scores! Kid is back! Jonathan Lekkerimäki, his 2nd of the night! Abbotsford 3, Charlotte, no score!
It starts with Sheelovs making a big save on the one-timer in his end. Moves up the ice. Before you know it, Lekkerimäki's on a breakaway off a beautiful feed. Makes a quick move to his forehand off the feed from Blay. And forces it 5-hole. 2nd goal of the game. Takes a 3-0 lead.
Over to Wolanin, right circle. Down low for Baines. Baines trying to jam it in front. Rebound, they scored! Carlson! Game 5 is tied, and the leading scorer in the Calder Cup playoffs is back on the board as Carlson scores from his office.
Carlson with his 12th of the playoff, and now leads the whole entire AHL playoffs with 5 power play goals. As Wolanin has it at the top, he throws it to Baines off the left side of the net, who makes a beautiful move, a little toe drag to slide it underneath the stick of Sortiv, and then feeds it backdoor to Carlson, who doesn't miss off the pad of Kokken and buries the rebound. 1-1.
Kudratsev able to get away from some traffic and find Sasson. He's got a man behind the defense. It's Baines now on a breakaway. Look at this. Baines shoots and he scores! Stay hot, Archie Baines. His 7th goal over the last 7 games has just tied Game 5, and this place goes crazy.
Now Max Sasson picks up the puck and off the left hash mark at his own end, feeds it all the way behind. Baines on the breakaway, just cradling it on his forehand, and outweights Kokkinen and ends up firing it low blocker to tie the game at 2. 13 seconds into 4-on-4.
Front stick save, rebound clear to Carlson, and he'll skate to center. Could be another odd man rush as Mueller's going to the net. Here's Carlson, down the left wing, cuts to the middle, shoots, and he scores! Linus has 2. The Canucks have 2 4-on-4 goals, and they got their first lead of Game 5.
The shot comes in and the rebound off Shelovs fires up. Carlson able to poke it by the first player. Realizes that it's Justin Sortiv, the forward, playing the 2-on-1. Kierstead does a great job of getting back and taking a pass away, but he makes a move to the inside, and just like Baines, fires it low blocker on Kokkinen to take the 3-2 lead. 14:49 left in the second. Beautiful play by Carlson.
There with Sasson and Baines. And Baines works it to Blais, who chips it back to the point. Nice job by the Canucks, and now they set up. Blais, left circle, takes a shot, scores! Sammy Blais, top shelf! And the Canucks are on the board. What a shot, club side. And that is exactly what the Canucks were looking for. A late goal here in the first, and Blais got his 7th point of these Calder Cup finals.
And his 5th power play to put him back tied with Carlson for the league lead of power play goals in the playoffs. They battle it out of the left corner, get it back up to the point. Wolanin starts to walk to the middle, feeds it back to Sammy Blais, who's walked himself up the flank, gets his feet pointing down, and just rips one far side, high glove on Kokkinen. 2-1 power play goal, 2:22 left in the first.
Nielsen stays on it down low, plays it in front for Waters, wide open chance, he can't jam it in, puck is loose, Cleveland shot, it stays out, and they score! A scramble in front, and this game is tied at 2. All sorts of Canucks were whacking away, it looks like it'll go to Klimovich.
Klimovich gets the goal, but it's Waters that just shows incredible patience in front of the net. The puck ends up squirting out from behind. Waters, who's sitting on the left side of the net, on his forehand, fakes the shot 5-hole, pushes on his edges, extends around Kokken, and it somehow stays out, but Klimovich able to bury in the rebound. 2-2, 16-16 left in the second.
Klimovich with the last, the left side, feeds the point, woo, wrist shot, blocked, the puck was in front and Baines couldn't settle it, but he gets it back in the corner, backdoor pass, Carlson scores! What a shift! Baines, Sasson, Carlson give Abbotsford a 3-2 lead. Unbelievable, 2:41 to go.
You could say second effort, but that's not even close to what that was. That was 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th efforts all over the offensive zone. That trio does not give up on it at all. The play starts with Wu at the point, takes the shot, Kokkinen makes the save. Baines gets completely tied up on the side of the net, not able to put the rebound in the empty net. but he's got eyes in the back of his head. Gets it on his forehand, spins around and rips it across so he can put it in the empty net. 3-2 Abbotsford, 2:30.